Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope everybody can hear me okay. Somebody give me a 10 by 10. I'm still getting used to this. Good morning. Good morning, Bernie. So I pulled up all the webcams so we can kind of see what's going on this morning. It's not looking good. We have a lot of friends and family down there, and so I'm pretty concerned about what's going on down there in Florida right now. I just wanted to come on early, give you a brief news update, and we can watch the cams. The one over to the right of me on the bottom right is Cedar Key, and that's about 9 foot waves right now. So they're not looking good. The one above me is St. Augustine on the far right, and the one above is Tampa. Tampa, I think, is out of the woodwork, but it is a Cat 4. What is the wave? What's the what is the waves in Cedar Key? 10 foot, or did they go up? 10, 11 foot waves for Cedar Key. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Bernie. Coffee first, fisherman. Yeah, they're up to going up to 15 feet. So definitely a dangerous situation. I really, really hope people listened and got out. And I hope that they close down Ichituckney because Ichituckney, where we manage the campground, is in direct impact. Cap 4. Yeah, good morning, Odessa. So it's definitely not good, folks. Um, as everybody's watching, all eyes are on Florida. Dragonflies has a cousin down there, and they did not leave. They've been in so many hurricanes, they're like, no, we're not leaving. And as you all know, when these things happen and you don't leave, it you have no help. You have no one to help you, and that's a very, very dangerous situation. You can see over here right now the webcam at Cedar Key is what's that one there? Let me pull it up bigger because this is where the major impact is happening right now. And no, I'm not a weather man, but I have a lot of people down there, and so I'm really concerned about what's going on. We're gonna get rid of Tampa. Tampa looks like they're okay. We do have the one over here, but Cedar Key is the big concern. Cedar Key is Cedar Key's absolutely going to be devastated. It's one of my favorite places, folks, and Cedar Key is definitely in harm's way. Let's pull this up and see what we can. Yeah, the waves in Tampa are really bad, but the thing is Tampa is on the outer bands, right? It's about okay, that's good. It's back down to a 3. But you can see there, this is coming in from one of the hotels at Cedar, and they've been showing the waves, and the waves are just unbelievable. Your brother lives in Clearwater. He should be okay, fisherman. Um, the thing with Tampa, well, the thing with Florida people, period, is they don't take it serious because they've been in so many. And to me, it's just so dang concerning because it's like if you're asked to evacuate a situation, and we've talked about this before, the bug out, get the hell out of Dodge situation, you better leave. My brother worked on Katrina for over 2 years, and people didn't leave, and the things that he found and the things that he's seen, folks, are not good. People lost their lives, lots of people, and I think we're going to have the same situation. Good morning, Country Prepper. Yeah, so I had a different news broadcast, but I wanted to come on a little early. This is going to be a very devastating situation for Florida, and I hope to God that the new campground owner evacuated Ichtuckney. If he did not evacuate Ichtuckney is going to be a direct hit, and it will be a disaster. Let's see if we can pull that up and see. Yeah, you can see it's getting pretty rough. We can here, fishermen. We can check in on Tampa. Tampa looks pretty mellow right now. I have 3 live cams going on so that we can kind of keep track of what's going on. But look at St. Augustine. Look at those waves. Massive, people. Massive. Let's keep them up for a little bit. I don't know about y'all, but it's look at that. St. Augustine, the waves are massive. Massive. Yeah, it's well, and think about this. We just had the situation in Maui, right? And FEMA saying they don't even have enough money to take care of that situation and that they're running out of money. So what's going to happen to these people? Good morning, Skip and Tin. Good morning, Dragonflies. Oh, Dragonflies. She's been up all night. Crazy. You can see by St. Augustine though. That's pretty bad. Tampa looks mellow though. Fisherman. You know, you got Tampa, and then you go right over the bridge to go on to Clearwater. My big concern is for the people that did not leave Ocala area, uh, Tam- not Tampa, but Cedar Key, 10-foot waves. That's a big, huge. That could be devastating. It's going to be devastating. There's going to be a lot of problems. But Tampa looks pretty dang good. I mean, it looks pretty mellow up there, fishermen. We'll keep lifting them up in prayer, but I think we're okay. You got any updates, Dragonflies? I'm really concerned about Itchituckney, folks. Itchituckney, it really has a big piece of our heart, and we have a lot of friends there. And yeah, Florida is like a big island. I mean, at yeah, exactly at sea level, it is going to be something. Let's check in on the power grid. I want to see. We were up to 100,000 people out of power in Florida. We are now at 110,000 people. They have went into the red zone. They have went into the red zone. They have over 110,000 people without power. They're talking about anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks before they would even have power back. Yeah, yeah, they can't afford their insurance because every time there's a hurricane, they jack up their insurance more and more. There's going to be a lot of people that lose their homes that aren't going to be able that are not going to be okay. Hmm. Yeah, once it enters the Gulf, you cannot get insurance. Skippington saying hi, fisherman. Yeah, yeah. Your cousins in Ocala. Who's saying that? Who said that their cousins in Ocala? I missed it. The Ocala's going to be in trouble. We have a cousin there too, and her husband is disabled, and we kind of got onto her about like, why wouldn't you leave? Oh, okay, that was you. I'm sorry, Dragonflies. I didn't see who wrote that because I got all these screens open everywhere. Let's shrink that one down. It is. This is not good. 125-mile-hour winds, and it went into a cat 3. Okay, it did go down to a cat 3. But we also have one of our friends that just came back from the Philippines. Brandy, 3K Brandy, her boyfriend is down there in South Florida. How's South Florida well and out? I think they're more like Miami. I think he's more like Miami area. 3K Brandy's boyfriend. You don't know about Miami? Yeah, he always Ryan Hall does a great job. I mean, I just thought I'd bring it up because we have people down there, and I'm concerned about them, and so I decided to go on live due to that situation. Who's trouble? Rick Codwell's up in the chat. Nothing but trouble right there. Good morning, Rick. Are you being mellow? So I had a wholly totally different program to talk about this morning, but I know a lot of people have family and friends in Florida, And look at that. Look at the waves. The waves are monstrous. That is a live cam from Cedar. I don't know. I just pray that people got out because this is why we prep people. And the other thing is when we are prepping, it's really important if the sheriffs or the news broadcast says get out, you better be getting moving. Get on out. Things can be replaced, but lives can't. Try to get your animals, try to get your elders out, disabled, and hit the road because a lot of things can be prevented. But as we've seen what happened in Katrina, don't think nobody's going to come rescue you. Once they give you a mandatory evacuation, if you don't leave, you are on your own. You're on your own. Good morning, Teresa. The people of. What is this? I wonder if I have live chat going. Good morning. Yeah, I heard about that Fisherman 12. I was looking into it that gas and diesel got switched. So, there's so many strange things going on right now, folks. Everybody better have their head on a swivel and be alert and ready because there's just too many things. I've had a couple weird things yesterday. So, y'all know I'm working a side gig. So last night, one popped up on my phone. So I took the job, the contract, the gig, and went and did it. And I got to tell you what I delivered. I delivered a body organ last night. I was like, the lady was waiting for me at the door and swung the door open and took it from me and ran. And I was like, what the? And she goes, do you want to know what's in there? And I'm like, well, sure. And they sent me to the wrong place, and that place was closed. Then I was on the phone with Critical, and Critical was telling me basically they step in when it's a critical situation. So they calling me and they're telling me you're not at the right place. I'm like, I'm at the address, and another lady calls me while I'm on the phone with that lady, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm just trying to deliver this. I didn't at the time know I was delivering a body organ. I was like, and so I get to the place, the lady flings open the door, grabs the package, the cooler like thing, and runs with it. And she said, I'll be right back to sign your paperwork. And I'm like, okay. And then she goes, do you want to know what's in there? And I'm like, well, I guess so. I don't know. I just want to go home. It's like 8 o'clock at night. And she's like, you just delivered a life-saving body organ. I'm like, okay, all right. And then I had another weird thing happen. Y'all know I got these bead teeth. I had to get out the Dremel. I had to take the Dremel to break loose the tooth to put the new one in. So, if y'all decide to, yeah, it is bad when you decide to be your own dentist. I called my friend that's a dentist, and she's like, KJ, uh, do you have a Dremel? And I'm like, you kidding me? And she's like, no. It's so if you decide to get thermo beads to make you a nice smile, don't get them. Don't use too much. it could be it could be dangerous for your health. Preppers, only preppers do the crap I do. Oh lordy, I don't know. We got any more updates about the hurricane? Ryan Hall, he's on it. He's on it. He really is on it. Let's check back. I want to see how many more without power. The power outage just got updated. 120,000. 120,000. So it's Horseshoe Beach. Let me see if I can find a webcam for it. Probably can. If they're still standing. Yeah, well, he's got the big bucks. He's got the big bucks. Um, we got Tampa, Hollywood Beach Boardwalk. Um, isn't Ponce Inlet? Are they in trouble too, or no? Flagler, Coco, Ponce de Leon is in big trouble. Let me see if I can find the other one. Nope. He'll lose those. He'll lose those cams for sure. They'll go underwater. And there's a lot of tornadoes. There's a lot of tornadoes on the ground in, I think, South Carolina. Yeah, not good. Thanks, fisherman, for your encouragement. Yes, I can do it all. I don't quite know where my mind was or what I was thinking. Surgeonators. I Oh, that's cool. So they can track them. That's really cool. That's really cool. We got the power outages. There you can see the live. That needs to be updated. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. I think we're at like 150, 116,000. I'm not sure why it's not updating. Oh, there we go. Let's refresh it, and we can see, yeah, 116,000 right now without power. Florida's in trouble. They're in the red zone. It's There's nothing else to say other than they're going to be really in a bad shape. Everything is Flagler something there, popular guy. I don't know. I think that if don't ever mess with your teeth. I'm telling you, go to the dentist now. As a prepper, definitely go to the go to the dentist. We also got our crime report, which is not looking good this morning. I'm going to touch base on a few of these things. Um, Folks, the United States is out of control. We're just totally out of control. From everything that's occurring to the crime report, um, everywhere we look, it's like the United States is slowly falling, and it's going to be a slow burn. But you can see here that the United States, the crime is like off the chart. We just had a armed robbery suspect early this morning. And as I look around at these crime reports and stuff and everything that's going on in the United States, it's downright disgusting. We have officers on the scene of a shooting in the 3800 block of Willow Cove. A female was shot, and that's over there in what state is that? Ark, Arkansas. We also have a death, early morning homicide. I want to say this about the crime rate. And good morning, Carol. Fisherman, I'll do it for you free. Come down here. I'll just practice on you. I'll do your free dental work. That's just as a comp thing for you. Dragonflies said you have to bring chocolate, and I would take a bag of Ruffles as a trade for dental work. So just come on down to the Ozarks. I'll take care of you. Do you need some pulled? Because I really want some practice in pulling teeth. I think that everybody needs to know how to pull a tooth in 2024. We are going to be facing big things as the dollar crumbles and BRICS takes hold of the world with their gold backed money. So, fishermen, if you want to do that, I will definitely pull your tooth. I'd like to get like three or four. Rick Codwell, do you want to come down too and volunteer? I'd like to get like practice in. I need to practice like pulling four or five teeth this morning, this month going into 2024, so that I can charge for those services once the collapse happens. I think that's a great thing. What do you think? Are you still volunteering? Carol, do you want to volunteer too? How long were you out of power, Carol? You know, folks, this is the thing. Like with bricks coming in, the crime rate, I mean, we are basically without the rule of law. So many criminals are getting let out without bond, dangerous criminals, not ones that are just in there for pot smoking or the minor things. I'm talking dangerous criminals are just being let out. And what is that going to do? And then we have all these illegals coming in. I have no problem with any nationality. I don't care what nationality you are. I believe there's good people and there's bad people, right? And we are seeing the United States become a cesspool of total crime. You were out without power for 5 days. How'd you do, Prepper? How'd you do, Prepper? Come on, tell it. I know you had it. You're here. I'm sure it was uncomfortable. I'm sure there was probably something you could say in the chat to tell people like what it's really like. See, we take things so much for granted, so much, and I really think that when you go through an experience, power outage, no water, no food, no hospital, that you did great. I knew it. You won't volunteer to do it again. Well, but did you learn something? Did you learn where your weak spots were? That's the important thing about prepping is if one of these major issues happens, is that you take something from it, right? You take something and you learn and you continue to go forward. You don't just say, well, I did really crappy and now I'm SOL, you don't want to just say that you're shit out of luck. You want to keep going. And I really, whoa, shit, dog. Let's give a big shout out to Ryan. Hold on, let me see if y'all can see it. Whoa, can y'all see that? It's moving. It's moving the building. Is that Horseshoe? Yeah, Horseshoe Beach. Whoa, dog. Wow, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, that building's gonna be toast. Let me see. I had a complete news program, but I'm just like, whatever. You know, um, I'm concerned about all of our brothers and sisters down there. Let me see if I can find a webcam. It's crazy. The building's completely covered. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find one here. Oh, I think I got a good one. Hold on a minute. Of what's going on? Yeah, it's gonna move it. I mean, the waves are like what, 10 foot, 12 foot. Nope, that's not it. Well, maybe we all should head over to Ryan Halls and show him support. He's a great guy. He's doing a lot of live coverage of it, and I always appreciate what he does. He spends hours. He's been on since 3 o'clock this morning, folks. 3 o'clock. He almost crashed YouTube. He had so many people on his live. I think that was during Mayfield that he went over 1 million people watching him, and he does a great job. I mean, he really does. We get, he's a prepper at heart. Um, if you watch his show, you'll learn that he really is truly a prepper. He might be the weatherman, but he's a prepper. Oh, I thought it was a million. It was 100,000. Oh, a million subs, 100,000 on YouTube live stream. That's right. That's right. That's for Sissy La La Boys. What do you want to talk? You want about some hoorah? I need coffee. I need Ryan Hall, I guess, is for Sissy Boys. Well, then you need to rush right over there because we know how you are, Rick. I had to talk some shit. You asked for it. You did. You asked for it. What I was going to talk about this morning, which is prepping related, and this just comes into play more, right? Is that we need to learn from deadly, deadly mistakes of the past. And I want to say that the mistakes that this country's made are huge, right? But during the Great Depression, we seen so many things, so many things. When Venezuela and Argentina fell, folks, they learned a hard lesson about not being ready. And I don't want to see us go through that. And, economists, they're like saying, it's going to happen. Just when is it going to happen? And I think each and every one of us needs to take precautions and not make the same mistakes our ancestors made back like in the 1920s and 30s, right? Because another Great Depression, it used to say, everybody used to say could be, but it's right around the corner. And we're setting ourselves up to be victims of it. We need to understand the mistakes they made so that we don't repeat them because it could be devastating to you and your family. I'll do another news broadcast this afternoon. I'll do a video or something, right? But I want to say that, the biggest thing that we can do as preppers, and it's hard sometimes, is too much debt, is getting out of debt. Because it is the biggest mistake that people made, which had led up to the Great Depression, was too much debt. Now, we see the United States, and we know, we know for damn sure that it. I'll just pull it up on the screen here real quick. Let's let's see it. You know, it it's getting so bad that they're printing more money. And the thing is like right now they're putting more money into Ukraine as the American people especially our elders and stuff, are having a hard time uh, trying to get basics, and I'm talking basic necessities. When you watch this clock uh, freaking go in front of your face, it's like, oh my God. And the thing that we have to realize is nobody's coming in to rescue us. When it happens, when it truly happens, there's not going to be any going back. And when it happens, there's going to be the masses running around freaking out. And if people would be alert and aware of the things, and that's one of the biggest things during the Great Depression that happened, is the debt. And you can see here, I'll move it over behind me. Let me see. You can see right there where we're headed. And look at that. That's our national debt. And it's an active national debt. It's actually working, if you want to call it that, as we watch it. And folks, I want to say, I mean, this is was going to be the topic this morning, is all this debt and the mistakes that our ancestors made. And I still think we should talk about it. Because, see, common people of all professions were buying in to the new stock market back during the Great Depression. They used borrowed money to do it. And this sort of leverage buying was fine as long as the companies that they bought stock in were making money. But when they lost, the people who had taken out the loans didn't have the money to pay those loans back. And it ultimately led to the collapse of banks, many banks. And I want to say that, morning, Alan, morning, Tomcat. I want to say that, the thing is that we're already seeing the banks here again in 2023 on shaky, shaky ground, right? And so many of the people from the Great Depression were overly encumbered with debt, right? Now we also remember the Great Recession of 2008 and 2009. Same time thing occurred. They didn't have the money to pay for their losses in the stock market. And I know personally that, like, my stepdad lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands. And the big thing is not having sufficient cash reserves. And right now I would say sufficient silver reserves, because when BRIC rolls out their gold-backed currency, it's just a matter of time. And me and Dragonflies have talked about it. Like, what is going to happen? Most people right now are living on 100% of their income. And when you start thinking about that, me being a prior loan officer, I hated the job, hated it. I hated it, but I learned a lot. And what I learned is when you're at the brink of living 100% on your income, paycheck to paycheck, one little thing can happen. And we all know that we are being headed right toward the cliff. During the Wall Street crash, many people suddenly found themselves having to make payments that they couldn't afford because there was no extra buffer in their incomes, none. And the other thing is a really important thing is many people bought into the panic, which ended up crashing the banking industry. I believe the banks are going to fail. As we watch this calculator live, how can we not think that we're being headed right to the edge of the cliff? The other thing is that it's really, really important to realize when the FDIC was talking about insuring all of our money, right? Those things have changed. Those things have changed. They now have roughly 6 months to give our money back if the banks would collapse. So, what does that mean for me and you? If the banks collapse, where do we fall into that picture? Or do we just fall off the end of the cliff? And the cliff, it will be drastic. It will be major as it tumbles. Yeah, I don't know, Country Prepper, because I think I agree with you to a point because one, there's too much bonds in the United States bought by foreign entities. Good morning, Royal Linus. So those bonds that were bought, they're going to have time to dump them back in, right? They're going to have time to dump them back in to the economy. And that, being a loan officer, I look at things a little differently. And I just recently found out that I had a stock account open that I didn't know about. They sent me a letter, they had to. And for some reason, all of a sudden, a lot of companies and corporations are having to come forward and say, "You got 500 here." I honestly, I forgot that I had stock there, which is a good thing. And when they sent me the letter, I said, "Close the account, send me the money," because I'd rather invest into silver right now. Um, you're in debt. What do you? I think it's going to take a while. In being in debt is against the Bible. It's against biblical. Well, because what you do is you are worshiping something else. Most of us can't sit on here and say that we don't have some type of debt. Uh, Us personally, we have a car and the cabin. I wish, now I'm like the car. I just want to pay it off. But I've had some things. I got hacked. And when my account got hacked, now they're saying 2 to 3 weeks to get my money back. I haven't even got my new debit card that I didn't use on the internet, and they still hacked me. So, things are happening, and people think they're safe. If you have a checking account, you can get hacked. If you have a savings account, you can get hacked. Am I saying take all your money out? No, I'm not. But be very alert of what's going on. And I honestly, they would have wiped out every penny. They still got a nice chunk, but they would have wiped out every penny if those alerts wouldn't have been coming up on my phone. And that was a huge thing. You know, I think I might go ahead and have another live tonight. We can kind of go over the more of a news broadcast. Like I said, I came on early, and I know people get irritated, like, "Oh, OTWP, stick to your times," But I wasn't supposed to be on until 7. But I also feel sometimes that we need to bring pertinent information or give resources to go get that information because that is part of prepping. Being part of the YouTube community and sharing out channels, sharing out good information is really important. Wow. Wow, Rick. Wow. Your credit union was hacked. Yeah, and Carol, not only that, Wells Fargo just had a big hack. And, I mean, you can see up here by the calculator, we should have snapped a picture of it. I mean, we might all get sick from it, but um, we should have snapped the picture and seen what it started and watch it for like 20 minutes. And the thing that's really crappy to me is when you watch, let me see if I can pull it up here. On this same calculator, you can see how much each person is indented to the big powers that be, and it's sickening. It is truly, truly sickening. Let me see if I can pull it up and show when our children are born, when new babies are born. That's how bad it is. And okay, it shows the U.S. total debt, personal debt, and personal debt per citizen. If you scroll down on this thing, you can see like how much is being spent on Social Security, everything. It shows the U.S. population, the workforce, all of it. And look at that. The U.S. population 335,161,000. U.S. workforce now 161,000. So that means that we're teetering at a 50-50 basically of people that are at the edge that they're not working, right? That they're not. Um, but if you notice right in the middle, savings per family, they're saying that we all have $13,000 in savings. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know very many people in that category anymore. I used to. I used to know a lot of people had, 20, 30, $50,000 saved. But now as we watch this, no, no. It's it's not the same old world that it used to be. And you can see, okay, there goes shows savings to the family, and right below it shows personal debt per person, 73,000 per individual. And as we watch the national debt grow, we watch that personal debt grow for each and every one of us. And it's one of those things. I think that too many people live beyond their means, and it's really something. It really is something. Got to go to the doctor, see if I can go to work again at 8. Well, good. I hope you can, Rick. I know you wanted to go back to work. God bless you, brother. Be safe out there. Yeah. Do banks fail when they never had money in the first place? And all the bailouts. Miss Needle, are you okay? Miss Needle, I'm so glad to see you. I seen the terrible, terrible storms. She's a wildflower. We came on early due to the hurricane. I was showing live webcams. Good morning, sunshine. Good morning, Skip and 10. Banks don't have money. Miss Needle, are you okay? The weather was absolutely hellacious over there in Germany. I was watching and I was thinking about you. I just talked about you the other day for people to lift you up in prayer. Talk to me, sister. Yeah, rough times ahead. Are you health wise? Are you all right, Miss Needle? And she, okay. Yeah, the hurricane is a Cat 3. It is hitting Florida very, very bad. I'll pull up the webcam real quick so everybody can see it that's just rolling in. Um, we were talking about the national debt, which is a lot of fun. Let's see what Cedar Key's looking like. And hold on a minute, I gotta refresh. Let's see where we're at. Cedar Key's in trouble, and that's where that's where we lived, y'all. So like we have friends and stuff down there. Dragonflies has family down there. Um, St. Augustine's getting pounded too. Florida, that part of Florida looks doesn't look bad. Let me see. Let's see what the new power outage is up to. Power outage in Florida, 140,000 people as of right now. 140,000. I'm trying to find our webcam.
Was here.
Augustine is pretty rough. Cedar Key is in big trouble. Big trouble. Really big trouble. They're getting like 10 and 12-foot waves. The one right to me is Cedar Key. They have 10 to 12-foot waves, and they are going underwater. They're going underwater. Tampa doesn't look bad. Fishermen, are you still here? Tampa looks pretty mellow, but they could be in the middle of the bands. That's another big thing. I'm really concerned because of the friends we have down there. And you can all look at the surf. Jesus, that's crazy. Look at how big it is. Y'all see that? Look at those waves. That is nuts. That's really nuts. It is. It's crazy. I'm not going to stay on long this morning. I want to reach out to some of my friends down there in Florida, make sure they're okay because what's happening is pretty devastating. We need to keep lifting them up in prayer, folks. Yeah. Who? Oh, what? You have friends down there? Oh shit! They can't get out. What area are they in? Hey, Josh. What area are they in? She's a wildflower. They're stuck. They should have left. People don't listen, and I hate to say this, but like, If they say mandatory evacuation in your area, get out of Dodge, folks. Just leave. Leave. Because if you don't, you may not have a second chance. That won't happen till tonight, but they already got 10-foot waves coming in, folks. San Mateo. Yeah, I haven't looked at that area, Royal Linus. I haven't looked at that area. Yeah, I hope they're safe too, Wildflower. Miss Needle, I hope you're doing okay, and I hope that you're staying safe. The storms and stuff that you're getting are really bad, and you told me you were having major internet issues and stuff over there. Are you seeing a lot of shortages, Miss Needle? Would you check in, give us an update on what's happening in Germany? They're stuck. They're in Cedar Lake. Not That's not the same as Cedar Key. It's not the same. But it's still a peninsula. I mean, it's like being on an island. I mean, I'm sure Skippington can tell you that when the typhoon hit, how terrible it was, right? And what can happen? They went through a terrible typhoon over there in the Philippines a couple years ago. You are right. And the thing is, Odessa, about the banks, they only have to hold, I think it's what they say 15%. But this is my big question. What about Fort Knox? Is there any gold left in Fort Knox? Or is it just an empty vault? Really. Oh, wow, she's a wildflower. Bad, bad move. You're all right. Shortages, yes, the usual. Didn't have much storm yet. Flooding just rained for days, nothing severe. Good, Miss Needle. And health-wise, we'll be lifting you up. I know you've had some health problems this year. And you're too young. You're too young to have all those health problems. I wish God just needs to lay his hands on you and get you well. He needs to get you well. I also have a question. Has anybody seen Puddle of Souls? I've been reaching out to a lot of people because it's like, where are they? Where are they? And I've been concerned about Puddle because Puddle was going through some stuff, and then I haven't seen him for quite a while. Anybody else? Has anybody seen Puddle? I tried going to his channel, but there's nothing new. Yeah, the weather doesn't do vacation. No gold in Fort Knox. It's gone. God, why couldn't we have got our share? Somebody, why couldn't we have got our share? I mean, like I think it would have only been right as an American to get our like little mini bar, like like the little mini candy bars. That would have been I would have been fine with that, like a couple ounces of gold. I think maybe they should have split that up among Americans. My cat is biting my foot. I haven't either. A bank has no money and they try to be snobby. And all they're doing is loan. It's a paper game. It's a rat race paper game, and the United States is about to see the real paper game. We're about to see it, and when it happens, people are going to be like, whoa. Well, folks, I'm going to play a song. I'm going to get off here. I have a long day. I already have another contract for this afternoon. Let's see the power outage real quick and refresh. And let's see what the new number is. It was at 116,000. And it is now at, just in this little bit of time, 144,000. There's going to be some major, major problems in Florida today as we watch things unfold. And you got to remember, they're not out of danger because what happens is those outer bands, those are the ones that get them. The outer bands are just terrible. I hope y'all stay for a song. No, no. Well, hold on. He moved. So yes, he would be. He'd be in the Georgia area. We all need to lift Puddle up. I love you too, Odessa. I love when people say in the chat, hey, just out of the blue, they love OTWP. I need some love because sometimes lately I've been struggling with some spiritual battles, and I've been praying over them. I spent a lot of time yesterday in prayer, and I'll tell you what, folks, it's mandatory that you love me. Well, yes, it is, but when we have spiritual things coming at us and those battles, we have to remember to take it to God. We do. We really do. I will be doing another detailed news brief because we have some things to talk about. I want to talk about the recalls, the food shortages, a lot of things food related. Um, I'm glad everyone's here. And I love you all. I want you to know that. Big, huge prepper hugs. Oh, check this out. I was messing around. Let me see. Oh, no. I'm just going to play us a. Oh, Preppy's coming. Preppy's coming in September. Preppy is coming back. Yep, Preppy. I hope. I want to say thank you to everyone for your support, for being a member, for all the wonderful things that you do. And thank you, Mods, for everything. And thank you, She's a Wildflower, for being an anchor of our channel. I really, truly appreciate all of you. I appreciate the thumbs up and the comments and the nasty comments and the thumbs down and the frowny faces and the happy ones. I like the happy ones a lot better. Keep on prepping, folks. Don't give up and don't give in. Let's see if we got some music or something. Oh, I like that background because we got to keep on prepping with faith. No matter what comes at us, no matter what happens, you can't give up. You can't. And that's like the most important thing ever. Most important.
It began at the beginning, where I stood with you in the night. It begins the light from the middle, where I first saw you with my eyes. The road ahead, it was my road back. I take it all the way, the way, the way to you. When I return to center, I return to center. I return to center again and again and again. I was alone, I was awake, It was all enough till it all ran out, and I looked within. I was found again. I returned to center. I returned to center. I returned to center again.
I have walked through the darkest valley. I was lost, couldn't find my way. But then I heard him from within, he who died for my sins. He spoke my name, then I saw his face. Yes, I've seen his eternal glory. I felt his hand when I was astray. I never knew until then what his love truly meant. I was lost, but now I'm found by his grace. By his grace, by his grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. By his grace, by his grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. He is the Lamb and he is the shepherd. He's the burning flame within my soul. The fire in my heart. He is my joy, he is my song. He is right when all is wrong. He's my savior and the light in the dark. Oh, I know I'm on a long and arduous journey. It is a narrow and a winding path. But he is always there through hope and despair. And when I'm lost, I'm always found by his grace. By his grace, by his grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. By his grace, by his grace, I've been saved.
hope y'all I hope y'all like that. Looks like now I'm frozen. Let's see if we can get me back. Am I back? Am I frozen? I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? I don't want to be frozen on the screen. What happened? Something made me freeze on the screen. What the heck is going on? I can always laugh through everything, I swear. I must be one of the happiest people in the world. Okay, now I'm gonna be on the screen. Now I'm not. Then I'll be back. uh, this program is just so fun. It's so cool. And the more I learn, oh, okay, now I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh gosh, can I get this figured out or what? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm sitting over here in a cup of coffee. Oh, this is not good. I'm getting littler by the minute. I, I hope that that y'all keep smiling no matter what. That you always smile through the rough times. That you know that God is with us, and that you keep praising God for every single day that we can be together and we can come on the channel and talk. But I'm in the coffee cup. Nobody pour coffee because it might like send me over the tip of the edge of the coffee cup. It's full. It is full. Lisa, could somebody throw me a rope, get me out of the coffee cup, please? Because this is getting a little ridiculous. Well, at least I'm. It's nice and comfy in here, though. Hold on, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Oh gosh, this is just crazy that Yeah, I don't know, Bernie. Somebody throw me a little rope or something so I could. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, y'all. This is not. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm sinking in some creamer. I love y'all. Big, huge prepper hugs. Uh, uh-oh. I guess I'll see y'all later. Oh, hey. Oh, nope. It's like quicksand. It's sucking me down in the coffee. Tamra, Tamra, 2247. Can we blow up the chat with 2247, the angel number, please? I need some help this morning. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all. Hey, quit rocking the boat, fisherman. Sit still. This is causing a lot of commotion in this coffee cup. Oh. Okay, everyone. Uh, um, I guess, well, I'll see y'all later today. God bless you. Keep praying for Florida, for our brothers and sisters. And, hi. Oh, well, crap. This is unbelievable. How low can you go? Let's say it in the chat. We all how low? Oh, okay. Okay. I want to say goodbye. I'll see y'all. God bless you from here in the Ozarks to wherever you're at. Make today count. It doesn't always have to be doom and gloomy. Can't we just sit around and have a cup of coffee and smile and praise God? Thank God for another beautiful day. I think so. But anyway, if you love me or you hate me, please hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down or give me that big, well. Anyway, I'll see you all later today. God bless you from here in the Ozarks. This is OTWP, hanging out in the coffee cup. God bless y'all. I'll see you soon.